That was a big Kev sighting. We apologize, ladies and gentlemen. We do apologize. We're going to continue the conversation with the post game right after this.
Chicago Bears Central, your number one place for all Chicago Bears news and content.
All right. For those that are tuning back in, thank y'all for tuning in to Chicago Bears Central once again after we had a big Kev sighting. But nonetheless, we love our brother, so we hope that y'all forgive him for his egregious mistake for this post game. But nonetheless, we got 19-13 versus the Houston Texans. The Chicago Bears fall. We never really got to hear Hayes' initial thoughts on this whole game. Hayes, how you feeling?
All right, I'm gonna be a little bit long-winded because I don't know how much I want to say after this because I had to keep it together because we had company in the building and I couldn't went the fuck off like I wanted to. But now since we're not on DraftKings, I'm about to let the Chicago Bears have it. First of all, we talked about the offense not being able to get much better, worse than what it was last game. Not only did the offense get worse, the defense got better. I want to go over a couple of stats with you guys real quick. And again, I know I'm talking fast because I'm pissed off. I'm trying to keep it together. This is how much I get frustrated. So in the first half of this game, by the way, the Chicago Bears gave up 206 yards of total offense. In that time period, they allowed the Houston Texans to go 2 of 6 from on third down conversions. Let's look at the second half of this game. This is how good the defense adjusted in the second half. In the second half of this game, they only allowed 104 total yards of offense. They went 2 of 8. The Houston Texans went 2 of 8 on third downs. We completely made them a one-dimensional team and snuffed them out. In the first half of this game, CJ Stroud had a QB rating of 119. In the second half of this game, 67.5. That's how much better we were. First half of this game, the defense allowed for 40 yards on the ground. Second half of this game, 35. The defense got better in every shape, form, and fashion and measurable statistic that you can give in the second half of this game. The offense got worse. First half of this game, Caleb Williams was sacked twice and had 91 yards and a QB rating of 91.1. In the second half of this game, he got sacked 5 times through 2 interceptions and had a QB rating of 21. The Bears offense got absolutely cooked. The defense was great. The defense did what it needed to do. The defense got the Houston Texans off the field on third downs when they needed them to. The Chicago Bears, through Shane Waldron, Caleb Williams' mistakes, and a dumbass O-line, could not make anything happen. One touchdown, one would have completely changed the outlook of this game. And instead, you turn the ball over, you allow your quarterback to get his ass kicked, and at that point, everything was out the window.
For sure. We always come on these primetime games and just hope that we don't embarrass ourselves. I say the offense embarrassed themselves. I would say Matt Eberflus, he's going to take the brunt of the blame right here. And also Shane Waldron. It's going to be a lot of criticism coming towards the Chicago Bears way starting tomorrow. And it's going to last an entire week until we go and play Indianapolis in Indy. One thing that still concerns me is the rush attempts. I understand you want to get DeAndre Swift, your number one running back, the bulk of the rushes. But Khalil Herbert only had 2 rushes today, 2 carries today. Travis Homer had 1.
That's 4 in 2 weeks.
Exactly. To me, that's unacceptable. For me, for this run game and the scheme that it is, especially going against the Houston Texans, you needed a guy that's going to run downhill, one cut, and go. It don't seem like DeAndre Swift was ready to do that today. It seemed like a lot of the things that he wanted to do was to bounce that towards the outside, which is kind of like tailored towards his game. But if you Shane Waldron and you know that, it's come down to knowing your personnel, bro. You've been working with these guys the entire offseason and heading into this game. It was very, very disappointing. We know that the Houston Texans was a better team, but this is a game where you could have absolutely upset the Houston Texans with the way that your defense played. So it's unfortunate. It is game 2 of the season, so it's definitely deflating. We got 15 games left. Hopefully, we can move in the right direction for sure, because this is unacceptable. It's unacceptable. And Steve, I got to come to you on this. What did you think about the performance from the wide receivers? A bulk of the work went towards DJ Moore with 6 receptions. Cole Kmet had 4. Swift had 4. And then everybody else just kind of trickled in. What was your thoughts on the wide receivers today?
I mean, as far as I was concerned, there were some throws, especially towards the end, that was missed, or especially on the quick game routes. But for the most part, we was too busy trying to make these long, extended ass routes when the O line was struggling. So it just the game plan didn't match what the production of what the wide receivers could do against this D line. So like it's kind of hard to it's like to me for this game it's kind of hard to judge people like Caleb and the wide receivers and like the running back. It's hard to judge their impact and their problems at the same time because to me the problem for the biggest problems was the calls being called out there because a lot of these things were so counterproductive. Like you can run a call to the best of your ability, but if it don't match up against the defense that we are playing against, what's the point of making that call? And that's the thing. Like I don't know. Yeah, by the stats and what we seen, just glancing at the game, did they have a good day? No, but to me, it's kind of hard to have a good day based on everything before the ball was even snapped.
That's tough. Hayes, what's your thoughts on the whole wide receiver and more schematically from your opinion?
It's hard to evaluate the scheme in my opinion because I don't feel like we get in any type of rhythm for our wide receivers to really like. I like that we use Cole Kmet a lot more in the second half of this game. That's finally something that we've been calling for, wanted to see. I like the targets to DJ Moore. I like those type of things. But the problem is that as long as this offensive line is playing as putrid as what it is, it's going to be hard to evaluate anything because we can't do anything. We can't run the ball. That's been our bread and butter for so long. If we're not setting up the pass game through having a solid run game, that means that we're one-dimensional. Now, schematically, it's not the worst, but I think that how you set it up is as important as what the scheme is, and we're just not able to set up anything.
Yeah, I think that's
And
the biggest thing.
the rotations is probably the biggest problem as well. There's people on here that's healthy that's not playing. Rojo was healthy today. He should have
Yeah,
played. He didn't
he
get
was
a
active
snap.
too. He was active.
He was active. Tyler active didn't
Not
play.
Travis Homer.
They played Travis
They
though.
played.
Like
It
that.
seemed like he had more snaps than Khalil Herbert than any other running back not named
Like,
DeAndre Swift.
And why? Like what?
what has
Where?
he earned?
Yeah.
That's what I want to know.
What has he earned?
At this point, if you're not going to play Khalil, trade him and go get us some O-line help. Like, all jokes aside, if you're not going to play him, cool. If you say that, hey, DeAndre Swift is going to get it, we feel comfortable with Travis Homer. When Roshan's fully healthy, we feel comfortable with that. If that's what you want to do, cool. Then stop leaving Khalil Herbert out there because you're not featuring him, so you're not helping his trade value at all. Move his ass. If you're not going to use him, move him. Go get us some O-line help.
I mean, to Brett's point, he said that we see Pose traded for offensive line. My question is, who? Who can you trade?
I don't even know who's available out there, so I don't know.
Our best bet is somebody is coming up for a contract and they ain't trying to pay him. That's our best bet.
Yeah. But my question will be to kind of stay on the running backs. Why? Because my train of thought is you seen how good Khalil was during the preseason. Like it was, I understand it's not all first string out there, but he was a guy that was able to get downfield, go downhill, pick up extra yards. So I just don't understand what's going on with that. Do you guys believe that there will be a change so early on after 2 weeks at the running back, or if there should be a change at the running back position?
We don't know because there's no rhyme or reason for their decision. Just like there's no rhyme or reason why we're seeing Everett get more snaps than Cole Kmet. Like he everything. There are so many examples on this team of players that had way more impact in the preseason that's getting less time that they are now. There's no rhyme or reason. Like that's the stuff they need to be asking right now. They talking to Shane. Why are these people not playing? If they're available, question as a football organization, why is there such thing as a fucking healthy scratch? What the fuck do that even mean? Like that's the stupidest shit. Like like I said, at this point, we also need to start asking CMO some questions because you ain't developed one goddamn tackle but Tevin.
Maybe Darnell, right? But then
And Darnell, but I don't know. I like Pose, we didn't gave you everything else, but for you to be from I'm from not OKC, from KC, you knew what was most important there, and that was that line. Before they got that quarterback, just like before Texas got that quarterback, that line was somewhat together.
yes,
This line wasn't somewhat together when we got Caleb. You knew that, and you decided to double down and get wrong.
Through 2 games. Do y'all want to guess how many total net yards of passing we have through 2 games?
Total yards?
45.
Like, you said total net? Yeah. It's probably like 300.
198 through 2 games.
That's worse than the league, ain't it? Gotta be.
Yeah.
Probably if it's not the worst, it's probably right there in front of Carolina.
You know what I mean? You know how many net yards we've allowed passing? 339.
That's the offense not helping the defense.
Keep in mind, the Houston Texans, for example, which I know are far advanced in their place right now than the Bears, they had over 400 yards of total offense, net offense in their first game. The Chicago Bears through 2 games, we have 353 yards of total net offense.
That's terrible. That's bad. So, Hayes, I got to throw this back at you. What the hell is up with Matt Eberflus and slow starts to the season? Is his defense, they start slow? We see more aggressiveness down towards the end of the season, or more consistency towards the end of the season with this offensive coordinator. Even if it's not 100% correct, we see the offense get a little better towards the end of the season. But it's always the start of the season for Matt Eberflus to where he can't start fast.
I don't know, bro. Like, I mean, here's the thing. I will say that we are off to a slow start, but we're 1-1. I mean,
yeah.
If we're looking at anything positive, as bad as the offense has played, we're 1-1. We're at 500 to start the season. It's not going to be as bad of a, well, let me not say that. It's not as bad of a start as of right now as what last season started, because what we lost the first 3 or 4 games last year, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. But I think overall, like, we replaced one problem with more, and one of the problems to stay the same in the offensive line. Like, we got to look at it. Most of our points, but the offense, let me not say most. Has the offense scored a touchdown yet this season?
We haven't scored a touchdown this season.
Yeah, we did today with the run.
Oh, yeah, we did today on the ground.
Okay. Yeah, you're right. Yep, with
Khalil
Herbert.
With Khalil Herbert. But other than that,
was his second attempt.
All of our points have either come from defense, special teams, or Cario Santos.
That's sad. Steve, how much longer do you think this offense need before they get going?
Week 6. You got to week 6 to figure some shit out.
That's right before the bye week. That's the game.
I'm not even saying clicking that, but y'all shouldn't be looking.
You shouldn't look like this.
I really can't say it because, like, at this point, it's to the point where I'm looking at what I'm looking at, and for 2 straight weeks, I've seen the same shit. Shane, you ain't shit till you take yourself out of shit. That's just how I see it. Like, I don't like, to me, you don't call 2 egregious. I don't see coaches call. I don't see good coaches call 2 weeks of egregious, dumb fuckery of calls and just a light bulb and fix it off over the week. It just don't happen that way. That's why I'm all like, I don't. It couldn't, yeah, but that's like fucking rare. So, like, I don't know. I don't know with Shane. Shane not making sense right now because it's not even fucking it. My only hope is he being very uncharacteristic. That's my only hope.
That's my hope too, because I've seen Geno Smith under center a lot. I've seen Shane Waldron have Geno Smith come out of the half down by a touchdown, down by 10 points, and still put him under center. I understand Caleb Williams didn't play much under center, but what is the point of
neither did CJ?
All
Neither
that.
did CJ.
That's
CJ
the
was
point.
not under a bunch of in Ohio State. They said you're getting your ass under center, and he's still under center to this day.
He played a lot of under center ball today. And I know it's a lot of ticked off Bears fans in the chat. We getting voicemail calls already, Drip.
That's called Donovan couldn't wait to call. Bro. Donovan was
These boys
itching
finna
for
be
that
funny.
call.
These boys finna be huffing and puffing, and I don't even blame you.
I can't be mad at it, bro. I can't be mad at it. I would say it was not as bad as I would have thought,
But
but there's a lot of issues you could
and
point
I
to
can
right now with this
confirm
team.
this shit, and I don't give a fuck who get mad. Remember when me and Kev tried to tell you Justin Fields made this online look better than what y'all was trying to say it was?
Oh,
Stop fucking listening to PFF. Listen with your eyes. Listen with your eyes, because your eyes don't lie.
I'm trying to tell him. It was definitely that because I feel like the schematic. You want to get these offensive linemen comfortable, and I think you got to start this game going downhill. And see, Steve-O, you pointed out one of these things I got to bring to Hayes, bro. On the sideline, buddy, take a punch at the play. Ain't nobody bust that move.
Yeah, boy,
I
because he
understand
realized.
you want to draw the. I understand you don't want to get the 15 yards, but at the sake of pride, don't
And
you
guess
fight for
what?
that,
And
Drip?
I want you to realize they got 5 straight sacks after that because they realized, guess what? They's a team full of pussies.
Ooh.
Especially this whole line full of hoes.
Mm.
Straight hole. You got hold, and they realize you hold, and they beat y'all like some hoes. That's what I saw today. So until y'all get that bitch up out of you, that's these the type of games we gonna get.
Man. Hayes, how you feel about that whole interaction on the sideline? Do you feel like that
I
was
mean,
one of
listen,
those?
I'm honestly surprised that was allowed to go by. This is the same team that got in a fight with each other in the training camp. So you ain't defending yourself when somebody else comes. I know you're on the road, but like, I don't know. Like, and it seems like all the excitement and energy that we saw on Hard Knocks that we heard about in training camp, it seems like through 2 games, that's gone from a lot of these. DJ, I've never seen DJ Moore look this dejected.
That was my
bro.
next point. He looked
He looks
pissed.
pissed, bro.
It gotta be.
He ain't look good.
It gotta be play calling.
He was this mad with Sam Darnold.
He won this mad with Tyson. I ain't gonna lie. Or Luke. He was frustrated with Luke, but not to where he on the sideline on the ground taking his helmet off.
Immediately.
Ticked off. Exactly. Ticked off. He probably standing over there like, what the hell we doing? It's just one of those, man. It's an unfortunate loss for sure. Before we get up out of here, though, let's talk about the bright spot, the defense. Tremaine Edmonds led the squad with 11 total tackles, 8 solo, and Kevin Byard came in right behind him with 11. TJ Edwards had 8. The Chicago Bears, as a defense, had 3 sacks, 6 total tackles for loss with 4 QB hits. How we looking about this defense? Well, no, let me rephrase that. How we looking at Jalen Johnson and Tyreek Stevenson's performance more specifically? Whoever want to take that.
They didn't show
Hold on,
up.
first of all, because I hope he's watching. Donovan, stop calling back to back. Like, I get it, and we appreciate the love, but Monday we got 3 calls from you, all basically 3 minutes, 5 minutes apart. You've called today already at 12:26 and 12:30 and left a 3-minute, and you don't need to talk to us at midnight for 5 minutes, almost 6 minutes straight, bro. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Fair enough. No, I was trying to see how y'all feel. Well, Steve-O or you, Hayes, how y'all feel about Tyreek Stevenson and Jalen Johnson's performance specifically?
They didn't play. They didn't play their best today. They definitely like even when Jalen got flicked off at the end at that touchdown, I ain't like that because you got to get back. Like at the end of the day, like there's a mental game to the sports when it comes to that. So ever since then, Nico was on one, and he was playing like he was on one. And I won't say they like had a terrible game because they was able to keep Tank and Stephon Capos for the most part.
That's a fact.
But Nico got his,
He
and
did.
that's the only thing. So they wasn't shut down the stout, but they did just enough.
Hayes, you want to chime in on that, or you Gucci?
I'm good, bro. I'm tired.
Bro said I'm tired. Hey, yeah, outside of Nico Collins, who got a $135, Stephon Diggs had 37. Joe Mixon next in line with 25. Dalton Schultz 21. And they completely cut Tank Dell out. He had -3 yards. But hey, it's been a long one, ladies and gentlemen. That's the best. Y'all make sure y'all tune in for tomorrow's daily episode. It's gonna be a lot of smoke on there, breaking it all down, talking about a number of things that we gotta fix for as we move forward. And I know Matt Eberflus was at the podium. I'm about to go check that out because they got to get this shit together. And I think, Steve-O, what you said was the most important thing. The mentality wasn't there at a certain point of this game. I feel like everybody got a bit erratic, especially with Caleb Williams trying to force those 2 passes dodown the field that resulted in interceptions when he could have used his legs or just simply went underneath to roam on one of the plays. But y'all got anything left over?
They got to get this shit together. Just period. Like, I get it, and while I had been saying everybody for a while that it could take a little while before this offense starts firing on all cylinders. Like we got to get on one. I'm not even talking about firing on all cylinders. Can we get on a cylinder? Because right now we don't have
not going.
Yeah, we got to get going. This engine is stalled right now. We got to get that engine.
Bro. You pouring oil on that motherfucker as we speak.
But hey, that is it from us, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you hit that like button. You subscribe on your way out. Big shout out to you all for how y'all came up and showed out over there with the collab with DraftKings, and much support and love over there for DraftKings. And you never know what may come out of this. We might pop out and have to show them one more time. We don't know. But we do know today, as we held it down, y'all came in and showed out. So much love for y'all. If y'all want to call in and be a part of the mailbag episode, call in, leave your name, give your take, 773-242-9336. We gonna sleep good tonight, though. So y'all make sure y'all sleep well yourself. Thank y'all. Chi-Town up and bet out. We out.